Okay, I'm live. They wouldn't let me do my live on my phone. Um, Look at my wig. It's a mess, and I've had a messy day and a messy week. But I'm here to talk about stuff because I was like, I just would much rather not talk to myself. Let me go live, and I had to turn on my computer. And oh girl, this is let's start with wigs. Let's start with okay. So we are obviously living in a pandemic, right? I'm sure y'all are aware, and that's a mess. That's a total, absolute, ridiculous mess. But we're living in a time where people are kind of trying to tell us that we got to DIY everything. Let me try to move this so every time I move, it doesn't like. Ooh, I've got my ergonomic laptop stand. Ooh, anyway, so we're living in a time where you got to learn how to DIY everything. Oh, you need new gutters? Learn to DIY it. You got to look it up on YouTube and figure out how to do it because we're in a time of pandemic and it's all about self-care and fixing your house and building an empire, whatever. So in the 6, 9, 12 months, 100 years since we've had this pandemic, I have realized I know what I don't want to do. So I've tried to learn how to do my nails, and this is as deep as it's gotten for me. I've tried to learn how to lay my wig, and it's crap. It's trash. I'm done. I've learned that I just would much rather pay somebody to do these things for me. So last week, which was Friday, today's Thursday. So last Friday, I mean, you can't make stuff up, you know? So I was going to a lady to get my hair done. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I was going to a lady to get my hair done, meaning she would wash my hair and braid it like this, right? Okay. So I had bought a new wig, and then I was like, oh, I should have brought my wig with me so you can do a wig install. Because I got my wig installed one time by this girl who lives up the street, and she kind of ghetto, but I like her. But I was just like, she don't wash hair, so I gotta wash my hair and have her do everything. But I want everything consolidated. You know, I want you to wash my hair and do the wig install. So everything, you know, I don't want to touch my hair. I don't want to do that anymore. Anyway, so lady who does my hair, meaning washes it, deep conditions it, and braids it down and blow dry, whatever the hell. I went to her 2 weeks ago on Friday, and I said, "Oh, I bought a new wig. I should have brought my wig so you can install it for me. Do you know how to do wig installs?" Yeah, I do wig installs. And I knew in my head, I was like, I don't think this lady does wig installs. I'm talking laid hashtag what lace type of wig install. I'm not talking no flipping Elmer's glue looking ass wig install. She had me on some. Let me give the whole story because we live. Okay, we live. We do the whole damn story. So 2 Fridays ago, I went to her. I said, okay, got my hair like what it is right now. And I said, oh, I should have brought my wig because you can install it for me. And she was like, oh, yeah, I do that. I said, okay, well, let me make another appointment for next Friday. And I come bring my wig and you install it. Child, this was flipping. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was comedy. It was a circus. I mean, you can't pay for better entertainment. Like, this is not the wig, mind you. This ain't the wig. So went there with my hair like this, but I had a hat on, you know, I had like a little turban thing on. And I was like, all right, my wig and so, but in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't think this lady, right? She's probably like my mom's age. I think she's in her 60s. And I'm not trying to be ageist, but if you ain't got an Instagram, I'm sure you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to laying down a lace front wig or lace front or whatever. I don't think you know what I'm talking about. And I didn't. I said, I don't think she knows what I'm saying. So anyway, so the appointment was for 11 o'clock. She postponed it to 11:30. That should have been my first cue to be like, no. Whatever. 11:30. Get there because I'm a very punctual piece of crap. I'm always on time. I'm always early for stuff. That pisses me off sometimes because motherfuckers always late. So I get there like 11:23 for the 11:30 appointment, which was pushed back 30 minutes. And I get there waiting on the couch, and she don't start till about 11:45, or maybe even later. And I was kind of in my head like, well, I really don't think this lady knows what she's doing. Anyway, so she takes my wig. Mind you, this wig is probably to date the most expensive wig I have purchased. And I'm like, it's not rocket science, watch a YouTube video. If you do hair, you got to know to put the glue in the blow dryers and lay the edges and sloop it up, and then it's not that difficult. Even though it is that difficult, I've tried to do it myself, and you see the results. It's that difficult. But anyway, so this wig, I bought it from Jessie Woo. Okay, if y'all don't know who Jessie Woo is, she's like a influencer. I stan her. Let me just say I stan her. She's a Haitian. I'm not Haitian, but she's Haitian American chick. Beautiful. Her wig is always flipping laid to the gods, like literally. And she does it herself. I even took a class with her to learn how to lay your own wig. And I've been doing her techniques, but damn, it don't work if you don't have the hands for it. I don't know. It just doesn't work when I do it. Anyway, so I bought the wig from her. She started her own wig company called, I don't know, something in French. I think it means good hair in French. Cheveux, Juvu, Joyeux, Vu, Voulez-vous. I don't know. Something like that. Voulez-vous wigs. Okay. Cheveux. I hate French for that very reason. I never know how to pronounce stuff. Cheveux. So I bought it from Cheveux, and because that's my girl, right? And we support the cause. So I spent a number of amount, and the amount is gonna come later on in the story. I bought it because I said, just with my girl, her wigs always be slayed to the gods, and I would support her company. If I'm gonna buy it from some Chinese company anyway, I might as well buy it from this. Or, the middleman might as well, put money into the black economy, kind of. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at the wig, not this wig, you can see the whole thing is lace, the entire thing, meaning each individual strand was sewn into it. I mean, like, this looks different. This looks like you can see there's a cap here and there's wefted stuff, which can be done with the machine. But the one that I'm talking about, where it's like this, okay, the lace in the front, you see what I'm saying? The lace in the front, where it's like each hair has to be installed. The whole wig was like that. The whole wig. So I was like, oh, this is something, right? So anyway, ladies pick, mind you, this is trifling. Y'all tell me if y'all think this is trifling. I think it was trifling. So it was another customer with her, and the customer was getting her hair done, like pressed or something like that, and she ended up getting a Jamba Juice ordering Jamba Juice for her, the hairstylist, and the hairstylist's daughter. And I'm there sitting on the couch or sitting in the chair waiting to get my hair done. And the lady is preoccupied trying to figure out her Jamba Juice order. And what I found trifling was, like, I would never in my life, and this is just me, y'all tell me if you agree or not, I would never be in a setting where I'm ordering food or I'm getting something and I wouldn't at least ask, hey, do you want, no, I don't want Jamba Juice. That's not the point. It's the principalities of it. If I'm in a place, I mean, it would be different if it was like 50 people, but there was 4 people in this room. You're getting Jamba Juice for 3 people, and then there's one other person there. I would literally be like, hey, I'm ordering from Jamba Juice. Would you like something? That's just me. Because what the fuck? You know, I would have instinctively said, no, thank you, or oh, no, it's fine. But I would feel like the offer is, I would have never done that. I would never, I just would have been like, hey, do you want something? I'm ordering Jamba Juice for, and I mean, I don't know how the money was exchanged. I would have been like, oh, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But I get it that she didn't ask, but I kind of was like, it was really awkward like that. It was like, we were there for like 10 minutes. I'm waiting in the chair, waiting to get my freaking, and she's like, oh, what's the thing I got last time? I went and got the protein part and the freaking boost and the this and that, And I was just over here like, this is, I didn't want to be rude, but I wanted to say like, you don't get the fuck over here and start doing my hair and not worry about this damn Dr. Juice, girl. Oh, let me turn that back on because I actually did look better. So here and it's awkward. Like it is, to me, it's awkward. It's awkward energy, right? And I'm just sitting there like, this lady is ordering Jamba Juice, struggling to order Jamba Juice, about to do my wig install. That's sign number 2. Sign number 1 was, that's sign number 3. Sign number 1 was, I knew she didn't know what I was talking about. Sign number 2 was she pushed the appointment back. Sign number 3 was she gonna be ordering Jamba Juice and not just say, do you want something? So y'all gonna be eating and drinking and slurping and sipping, and I'm gonna be here with nothing. What? This is water. Okay. How's that? So anyway, let's just give you a little bit of a picture of the setting. So I'm sitting here, about this high is a whole wall of a mirror, right? So I'm just about low enough where I can't see myself in the mirror. And she started on my wig, right? So I'm over here like, oh, pull out the wig. I had it in a bag or something like that. I had it in a package, whatever. Pull out the wig. This woman took out, those brushes you use when you're trying to dye someone's hair? She pulled out that brush and she had some Gold Bond glue. What is it called? What kind of glue was it? What's that glue called? Ghost glue, Ghost Bond. She took that, took my wig, put that comb thing, and started applying the glue to the wig. I said, what is she doing? Mind you, she didn't even put a stocking cap on my wig, on my hair. I was like, not stocking cap, wig cap, whatever. I was like, what's she doing? What is she doing? This don't feel right. This don't look right. This don't seem right. Something about this ain't right. And I think I don't know what the heck she did, but she had glue all up in the crevices of this wig. Not this wig, but different one. All up and through it. All up and through. All up and I said, she fucking must. I'm over here sitting in the wig. And she walked away. I remember she walked away too, because it went left real quick. It went left. And I was like, I was looking like this bitch done got the wig on the glue in the damn wig. That's wig. That's wig install 101. You don't put glue on the wig on the hair. I was like sitting in the chair, like literally paralyzed. I was like, what is she doing? And she walked away. I don't know where the fuck she went. Come back. The wig done dried, and she comes in and she starts combing out with a rat tail comb, small tooth rat tail comb, trying to get the glue out. And I was like, I said, whoa, okay. I got out of my paralysis. Okay, my stun was done, and I was like, sis, ma'am, human being that is a black woman, I need you. You can't be combing the wig. No, like I told you, every single strand of hair has been carefully placed by some, I don't know, Indonesian woman or something. I don't know, Bangladeshi woman, Vietnamese labor went into this wig, and you combing it out because you got glue on the hair, sis. You ain't supposed to do that. That is wig install 101. What are you doing? And so I'm over here like, man, I'm taking a contracts class, okay? So I'm litigious as hell now in my life, okay? I'm thinking like, okay, so I gotta take her to small claims court. I got I gotta take her to small claims court. We about to be on an episode of Judge Judy, and they gonna name it Wiggate. That's what I said. I think you should name it Wiggate, because if she tell me she ain't giving me my money for my wig, and she also cut the lace too. You're like, it was a mess. It was a whole mess. And she comes back, right? And she's combing out, and I said to her, no, you can't comb this out. You gotta get some oil or some I don't know, some rum and alcohol to get this out. Cause sis, that's just that, what are you doing? You take it, me out. And she, go, and I said, you gotta wash. I want you to wash all that glue out. It was like glue like this, but it was way more. You can't see, forget it. But you can kind of tell there's glue residue. And I was like, oh no, oh no, oh my god, oh yo, Tiana. I was like, girl, we gotta watch that out. So you can't comb that stuff out. Heck no. Oh, I was under the impression it would dye clear. I said it's, yeah, it dyes clear when you do it properly. Like when you do it right, then it'll be right, So she goes to wash the wig, and she combing and getting the stuff out, and she comes back and she says, okay, well, you know what? I'll pay you for the wig. I'll give you your money back. How much you pay for it? I said, I paid $440 for le wig. Je vous, woo woo. Okay, that's what I did. Faux something. And that's that, because she came out talking about she would give me my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking in my head, I might have to go take this girl to small claims court. But she came out and did the right thing and said she would give me my money for the wig. But when she heard about the amounts and the price, le price of the wig, she was like, "Oh, see no evil, hear no evil." She was like, she basically was like, she shakes the wig and was like, "I am." I'm in the industry, and I know that like $400 would be more hair than this. Like, and I was like, look, I don't give a hell about your industry standards or your lack thereof, because I don't care if I got ripped off. That's how much I paid for it, and that's how much you're gonna give me back. So we can go back and forth about the quality, and you don't think that wig is worth it. You don't think that wig is this and that. I don't care. That's how much I paid for it. And I literally said to her, like, don't patronize me. I don't really have I'm here laughing a little bit, like I'm kind of giggling in my head, because it's so ridiculous that it's almost funny, that I'm just kind of like, this bitch really just like ruined my fucking wig and got mad because this is how much I paid for it. And she offered to give me back the money, rightfully so. And when she hears the amount that it was, starts shaking and saying, and also pacing around her salon looking for her checkbook. I said, "Oh, I don't take no checks now. Check, not me, player. You better cash at me, okay? Oh no, boy out. I don't want no check. I don't want no checkbook. Don't take no check, okay? I don't take a check. I worked at a bank for 6 months, maybe less. And I'm like, girl, I don't even know what a check is. I can't even think about checks. I don't do that. I do direct deposit. I don't like that stuff. Okay. I am a citizen of the millennium. Okay. I'm a millennial. What are you talking about? A check. So she literally left the whole salon. And I'm sitting in the chair like, what? It's at this point, it's like 12:45, 12:30. Mind you, she's already wasted an hour or so. And in my contract class, you can sue for damages, okay? Real damages. Pain and suffering. She looked at it and asked for no damn pain and suffering, because I was like, my wig is, what if I have somewhere to go? I didn't, because we're in a pandemic, but I did have the they call it expectation damages. I did have the expectations of walking out there laid, fried, dyed, and laid to the side. And therefore you owe me the amount, whatever that amount is, that arbitrary amount for that expectation. Whatever. She literally leaves the whole salon. My ass is sitting there glued to the seat. I said, I ain't leaving till I get my money. Fast forward 20 minutes later, she comes and then she cash apps me the money. And I don't know what she had to do. She probably had to go on the corner and, I don't, what's the prostitute sign when bend and snap? I don't know. No idea. But I got my money. I got my money. And you know what's funny? Like, I think I'm too nice. I think I'm too nice. Oh, my wig fell on the floor. I think I'm too nice because I do not. I said to her, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna clean off the wig and keep it moving. I'm not gonna force you to, not force you because it's rightfully so. You don't have to give me the money for the wig. I'll just, deal with the wig that did it. No, I said, all right, but well, that was your chance. So she gave me the money back, kept it moving. Boom, that's it. That was one story that happened to me last week. And that was all to say that in my whole DIY journey or pandemic journey, I am not doing my own hair. I tried to do an install yesterday. Ooh, the mess. Now I see how this stuff can go. Oh, mind you, the lady was talking about what'd she say? Well, the glue was supposed to dry clear, and so I started using new glue. I said, girl, it ain't the glue. It's your technique. That's what I said. You better watch you some YouTube videos. Go on YouTube because I ain't never going back. I can't go back there again, even though she used to braid my hair so well. So, all in all, I'm not a hairstylist, but that's okay because she obviously know what she was doing. Yeah, that's okay. So let's see, what else can I talk about? Oh, we got 3 people watching. Oh my god, 3 whole fucking people. How do I see the comments? Well, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Don't just lurk. Let's leave a comment. Because I don't know. It's like YouTube Studio. They wouldn't let me do it on my phone for some reason. So all I can see is that I'm streaming, but I can't see any comments. Whatever. So yeah, that was my whole botched hair thing story, and I botched my hair the following day, meaning I tried to do my own wig style. I tried to like take my time. I spent 2 hours trying to do it. It looked like a damn mess. And I said, during this pandemic, if it has taught me one thing, the thing it taught me is I don't want to do stuff myself. I much rather pay someone to do it for me. I'm sorry. I tried to learn how to do my own nails. That's the result of it. I tried to teach myself how to do my own wig. That's the result of it. I don't want to do that. I just want to make enough money to pay people and not have to think about whatever. So, one big thing I wanted to talk about in this live stream, friendships or lack thereof. So, last night I got into a friendship breakup with somebody. And to be honest, I don't really care. I know it sounds bad, but I'm at a place in my life where if it ain't right, it ain't right. And let go of toxic relationships, toxic friendships. Like if you find me toxic, let me go. So this friend, I've known her for like how long? Like since high school. So that's about 15 years, right? We're the same age, but I also want to subtract time from that because we have not spent. This is the issue I've been having with people who I've known in my adulthood, no, my childhood and remaining friends in adulthood because we no longer have anything in common because like or we haven't really spent that much time together, meaning I lived in another country for 8 plus years. That's a long time. Those were formative years, you know. This is from 18 to 26, 27. And I mean, for me, when we get together, yeah, we laugh, we play, we're fun, we're cute, kiki, but we don't have a lot in common, you know. And that's the that's the foundation of it. The only thing we have in common is stuff that's relevant from 15 plus years ago. We don't have the same values, we don't have the same ideas, we don't have the same vision, we don't have the same. We're just misaligned in a lot of ways. So that's the foundation of the friendship. And this is the second friendship that I've had that has ended due to this reason. So um basically we okay, so I'm busy. I'm booked and busy. I don't have time for YouTube. I don't have time to because I'm in law school. And if you are another person who doesn't realize that, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, so this person, in my opinion, needs a lot of attention or needs some kind of validation, or she needs, you know what I'm saying? She needs someone she needs me to be extremely affectionate and extremely like, you know, her priorities are my priorities. And it doesn't really make sense to me. So, all in all, she's having a birthday party for her daughter who's turning 1 years old, right? She has been planning this birthday party for months. We are in a pandemic. You can't, there's no venue. It's in your apartment. You're bringing freaking 10 people, maybe. The girl ain't gonna remember it. You're over here doing all this extra stuff like you Kylie Jenner, and no one really cares. Okay, sure. So, mind you, this person does not work, does not go to school, and does not take care of their child. 9 times out of 10, the child is with their grandparents. I kid you not. What do you do? Is my question. Whatever. So Monday night, she calls me and we're talking, and she's like, "Oh, I just need you to deal with the alcohol, you know, meaning like I need you to be in charge of having the alcohol for the party." And I'm like, okay. And let me give you a backstory. So this same person has accused me of being an alcoholic. Mind you, I drink a lot, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Okay. I'm a huge wino. Huge wino. Love me some wine. Okay. But in no way, shape, or form am I unable to meet my obligations and stuff like that. So in a way it's functioning. However, she claims to be so concerned. Like this was a couple months ago. I went to her house. Mind you, she knew I had been drinking. Went to her house. We got into an argument and all the freaking floodgates open, and she's, "Oh, you're such an alcoholic. You need to go to rehab. You need this, you need that, you need that, you need this." I'm like, "You're basing this off of you seeing me once every 6 months. I haven't seen you, you know, like you're not someone in my day-to-day life to tell me that. What are you basing this off of?" You know? So fast forward to Monday night, and she tells me, "I want you to be in charge of the alcohol." So that's one of the notes I'm trying to make, which is, you're so concerned about my drinking, yet for your little 1 year old birthday party, you want me to be in charge of the alcohol. How concerned are you? Question mark. QTNA. Questions that need answers. Because I'm like, you're so that's just this is hindsight, right? Monday night, be in charge of alcohol. I said, okay, whatever. Tuesday night, she calls me while I'm having class, and oh my god, the annoying thing is like with virtual whatever, and not only to virtual anything where it's like you got cloud, right? you're on the cloud. And it rings on my phone, it rings on my iPad, it rings on my computer, just ring, 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 ring. And I just and then there's no option to what do you call it? Like cancel the call. So the other day, which was Tuesday, I answer and I just immediately hang up. And she texts me, what's going on? What happened? I said, oh, I'm in class. Blah, 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 blah. Fast forward to Wednesday night. Text me, calls me, text, calls, text, calls, like blowing me up. And I'm like, dude, I had a busy flipping day and I'm in class in the evening and she calls me once. I don't answer. Half an hour later, she calls me again and I answer and I was like, I said, okay, what is it? So that's quote unquote rude, which I see it being abrupt and rude and whatever, but who the fuck cares? Who cares? And she was like, oh, what are you doing? I said, I'm in class. Like, what is it? You know, because I'm really impatient with her because she wears my patience at the end of the day. And she hangs up in my face and then texts me, you know, all this diatribe about some bullshit. Like, oh, you're so rude, you're so this, you're that, you're this, that, this, that. And I'm like, let me just ignore it. I'm just gonna ignore it because I don't have time. And then later on that night, I was like, let me just say back. I said, oh, I didn't mean to be rude. I just had a hectic day. But blah, 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 blah. What's up? Like, what's going on? And she responds all this shit. Like, it's just, to me, this is how I interpret it. And I've said this multiple times, maybe to people who actually know her, who can relate. Like, this is the issue with someone who has too much time on their hands. I'm like, you don't have anything to do. That's your problem. Because I don't really find it to be productive or necessary to write a whole, like, you know, it's like one of those people who just text you all their issues, all their problems, all their feelings. And it's like, and I'm sitting here reading this. I'm like, sis, you could easily just written a book. Just write a damn book if you ain't got nothing to do, you know? And it is so frustrating because I was just, and I couldn't even read it. I didn't even read all of it. I just ended up like saying to her, whatever you want to do. Like, she said, I'm rude, I'm this, I'm that, I'm blah, 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 I'm rude, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, okay, well, whatever you want to do. Like, that's what I said. Like, I literally wrote that back. Like, I can read the text messages and it's on my phone, or no, on my computer because I deleted it from my phone. But I think it's kind of funny, to be honest. So if I could send you guys screenshots, it would be more interesting. But she said, so rude. How would I know you're in class? You need to chill. When you call me and I'm doing something, I don't do all that. And I said, and that was at like 6 o'clock. And I said at 11, I said, I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a hectic day, to say the least. And what is your plan? Da, da, da. And what happened? She so she responds instantly, meaning she ain't got nothing to do. She doesn't have anything to do. And what did my mom say? An idle mind is a devil's workshop, because it's like you just don't have nothing to do. Get a hobby. I don't know, learn yoga or something. And she goes, I mean, it's not cool when I call you because I told you I would call. I don't even feel like reading all this stuff. It's for me. If you could see the text messages, it's like, and my response are like two-word responses, like, okay, sure, yeah, you know. And I don't mean it, like, text messaging, typing is not my forte. It's not the way I like to communicate, period. I don't want to, I mean, to me, a text is like a quick, hey, what's up? Meet me here, do that, quick. But when it comes to paragraphs, if I gotta write, if it can't be expressed in a sentence, I'm not going to sit here and type it. I don't leave YouTube comments, Instagram comments. I hate all that stuff for that very reason. I have so many opinions on things, but I don't like to do this. And I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to write a paper or a publication and make some money off that. But a comment and a text, no. I don't understand people who get into arguments on the internet. I don't get it because I don't feel like it. I'm bored. I'd much rather watch Braxton Family Values or Family Feud or something. I don't know. I'd much rather do that than sit here and be like, "Oh my god, you're so terrible," or "Oh my god, I hate you because I just don't see the point in that. I'd rather call you and cuss you out. I'm gonna do that before I'm gonna send you a text message about it. I'm gonna do that way first. So I'm going to show you the crux of the message. So basically what I had ended up saying was like, you exhaust me. That's what I said to her. I was like, you really exhaust me because for you, it's always drama. It's always some kind of drama. You know, like you get pissed off at something, you get upset about something, and then it's a whole, oh my god, you're so bad, you're this, you're an alcoholic, you're a bitch, you're rude, you're this, you're that, I hate you, you're this, you're that. I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, why are you so mad? What? And I mean, I get everyone's got things going on in their life, and to me, it's funny because I'm like, it's like it's a tantrum, always a tantrum. And there, how she expresses her tantrum is this way. And I'm like, half the time I don't even read what she's saying because I'm like, I'd rather go read a book than read your grammatically incorrect as well as no punctuation run on sentences as text message. I don't feel like it. I got other things I got to sit here and read a dissertation by somebody who ain't got nothing to do with their life. So maybe I should read you guys the text that she sent me. I find it to be hella funny. And for you to talk about dealing with drama and fallout with your friends the second they actually spend time with you is hilarious. Maybe take a step back and think of why you lose all your friends. Okay. She's basing that off of one human being, right? Who I went to Aruba with. We had a falling out and didn't talk again. That is literally the one human being she's basing it off of. Not my friends, because I have plenty of friends who I don't have issues with. Anyway, maybe take a step back and think of why you lose all your friends, which is one human. There are 7 billion. Anyway, because you're that's where I stopped. I'm like, girl, it's you're with apostrophe. She gave me the possessive your, because you're a shitty ass person. Same reason you can't keep a man or a relationship or friendship. And you want to talk about me being exhausting and drama after all the shit you have the audacity to talk and complain to me about. LMAO. You really got me so fucked up because I'm done taking my time out to make you feel better about your shitty fucking life. Talking about I exhaust you, yet you always call me. Not true. Not true. She and I talk like once every 2-3 weeks, like maximum. Talking about I exhaust you, always call me, and have something stupid as fuck to talk to me about that I don't care about, but I talk to you about it because unlike you, I'm an actual good friend to you. But you burn your bridges, girl, just like you do with everything else in your life. What bridges did I burn? Questions that need answers. I mean, like, here's the thing. This is the issue with becoming a lawyer is that you dissect every single every single meaning of words. Like words mean things. They mean things, right? Combinations of them form sentences, meaning they mean things. They express whatever. I was like, okay. So she said to me that I can't keep a man. I'm like, which man have I have needed to keep? Hello. Hi. Which one? I said questions I need answers. Which one of these had to be kept? I'm waiting. Give me an answer. Do we have comments in this whole thing? I'm trying to. Oh no, it says send feedback. I don't know. I really hate. I don't like YouTube anymore. Um, it was, um, because you're a shitty person. I was like, okay, how? Why are you friends with somebody who you view in this light, even in an explosion? You know what I'm saying? Like if I was mad at somebody, I don't feel like in my life and in my relationships with people, my friendships, I don't feel like I have any harboring negative feelings about people. Like if we were to have an explosion, I wouldn't be like, well, I hate you so much because of it. I was like, well, why are you friends with somebody who you feel this way about? He's burped. But I really want to know because like I'm like, I have a friend who I see, she lives like literally 5 minutes away. We don't see each other that often anymore because of the pandemic. But since things have picked up a little bit, we've been seeing each other once or twice a week. And she's someone who I spend a lot of time with. And so if she had said to me, I think you have a problem with drinking, I think you're this, I think that, then I kind of would be like, okay. So it doesn't prove to me that my relationships are all bad or that I'm like this terrible human being because if so, I wouldn't have any friends. If so, I wouldn't have any opportunities. I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, so you're feeling this way about me, yet you are being friends with me. I don't understand it. So, anyway, I want to go back onto the whole like relationship thing about like, you can't keep a man. I was like, this bitch really said to me, I cannot keep a man. I'm like, well, where is the man that needs to be kept? Where is he? Who have I missed? Because all the ones that have slipped out of my grasp, thank God they did. Oh my goodness, thank God they kept themselves away. Okay, the ones who have been trash, which have been, in my experience, have been all of them, been trash. Like, imagine if things did work out. I imagine. Okay, so I think she's basing this off of the guy that I dated last year. So the guy I dated last year, hallelujah, things didn't work out. Oh my goodness. I can't even. Ooh, I am not a religious person, but the fact that that didn't work out makes me want to be because, like, he was trash. He was terrible. He sucked. Like, oh my God. I mean, he wasn't like a toxic person, but he was cheap. He was, which, you know, that's a tall tale sign of, we don't want that. He was like, you know, obviously like deceitful, like, you know, of course he's lying and stuff like that. We know that. But that's another thing. And then what else about him? There's nothing spectacular about him. Nothing. Nothing. There's one example. So that's the guy I dated last year. And then I was talking to another guy from who I met in Shanghai. And I was talking to him for about all up until a month ago because I ended up saying, I don't like him. Like I don't like him. He doesn't make me feel he lives in the east, well, not east, back east, like tri-state area. I'm not going to go into detail, but like he he was a toxic person, like for sure, because like of course we weren't in any relationship. We were just two human beings, you know, FaceTiming and stuff like that. But like I ended up letting him go completely, just ghosting, ghosted. And this was about a month or so ago. And I remember that day too. I was feeling myself, you know. I was over here like, I felt really cute. My hair was looking cute. I did my makeup for the first time in like a century since this whole pandemic thing happened. And I ended up FaceTiming him and we talked. And he just is not someone who I feel good after I talk to. I don't feel like that. I mean, there's so much more to the story of like him being this really this this conspiracy theorist, like an extreme one, like one of those motherfuckers is over here like the 5G started the coronavirus, and like he was a different degree of that stuff. Like I'm like, okay, I see these things on the internet, but like talking to people like that, and he literally said something to me like, "How do we know that the sun is really that far?" And I was like, I'm just like, okay, for what? That's what I. Okay, do you guys know there was this meme, and it's this is the response you have to say to people who are conspiracy theorists. This is what you have to do. You have to just say, "It's spaghetti." Like that's literally what you have to say, and it comes from this meme where there was this. It's so stupid. It was this like screenshot of the Avengers movie, Captain America. I don't know, whatever. And in the background, it was a Corona beer. He was like in Times Square, and there was a billboard of a Corona beer, and then the opposite side of him, there was a billboard of what they said was a virus, like a still of a virus, right? And so the person who made the meme was like, and no no, and then underneath the caption was like, see, Captain America predicted the coronavirus back in 2011, blah, 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 blah. And the guy who made the meme was like, you know what? For once, I'm going to take you seriously, but I'm going to get some empirical evidence of this stuff. So he ended up like finding out, like getting the still and barrowing back to like when that photo was taken and what's the photo and da da da. Da. Turns out that photo wasn't a virus. It wasn't a virus. It was spaghetti. It was like it was like pasta, like a pasta advertisement, but it was spurting out as if it was a firework, but it was spaghetti. So all in all, at the end of it all, because he was saying his journey into finding this out, and it was like it was such of a lead up of like, okay, so I contacted my friend who has this ultra zoom on his camera, and then we zoomed in on it, and then we tried to look up all of the advertisements that could have taken place between April 2011 and June 2011. What were the advertisements in Times Square? You know what I mean? Like doing all this stuff. When it's all said and done, it was like, oh, it's anyway. Every time I would talk to this guy, he would just be on tangents about how I can't even like reverberate all whatever he was talking about. It was just kind of like, oh, um, the coronavirus, the sun is not as far as it is the like flat Earth or whatever, whatever. Fill in the blank, be creative. That's what he would talk about. And mind you, our very last conversation, which is the day I ghosted him, because at the end of the day, which this person, this girl that I was talking about, she's toxic and likes toxic behavior because for her, it's funny and you shouldn't have blocked him because at least we can have something to laugh about. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. I want people who help me grow. I want people to cultivate me, and I want to be surrounded by greatness. I don't want nobody crazy, weird, stupid. I don't want that. So, um, what happened? So, okay, the day that I had blocked him or ghosted him, he was okay. I was like feeling myself. I felt cute. I felt sexy, and I was like, I want to talk to somebody. You know, I want to talk to a man. I want to call this FaceTime. He answers, and he in that conversation, he okay, when he answered, he was like, "Oh, I just did a Xanax, so don't kill my vibe." And mind you, I'm drinking wine at that point. Don't kill my vibe. I was like, I'm not killing nobody's vibe. I'm here to, increase the vibe. And in that conversation, he had taken a Xanax, apparently. Um, he was drinking some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of drink, whether it was like it was a dark liquor, so maybe whiskey on ice or something. He smoking a blunt, and then he did a line of cocaine. I was like, oh, okay. And not on top of that, he just annoys me. So not only are you like, no, that's okay. You over here, and I told my friend Sarah about it, and she was like, "Oh, dude, he's doing it wrong. He's doing your uppers and your downers." And you're like, well, I don't know anything about drugs. I just drink wine. That's just all I do. This is not wine. This is water. But yeah. So I ended up blocking him. I just ghosted. I think we had some kind of signal trouble, the connection or something like that. Like the connection kind of went out or something on that line. And I ended up just saying, I don't like how he makes me feel. I don't like his conversation. He's not enjoyable to talk to. The only thing about him that is good is, and I'm like, look, ain't ever that good. It's never that good. I don't think it's ever that good. It's never that good. Girl, be a strong woman and keep it moving. So I just ghosted him. I was like, you know what? I don't feel the need to see girls like, what's her name? The friend who I told you about, the one who she would sit here and explain herself and be like, this is why I don't like you. I don't have time. Peace in the Middle East, okay? 100%. I don't have time. I don't think I need to tell you about yourself for me to exit your life. I don't need closure. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care. I'm done. I'm out. So ghosted completely. I was like, let me just exit stage left. Duck. So is that what she's talking about when it comes to you can't keep a man? I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? And ever since then, we've been in a pandemic, so I haven't had a chance to meet men. I've met plenty of men before the pandemic, but none of them have tickled my fancy enough to keep them around. Hmm. Hmm. So, anyway, let's talk about stuff on a lighter note because I don't really care about failed friendships, failed relationships. I'm going to just say this to y'all, there are 7 billion people in the world. Those who mind don't matter, those who matter don't mind, whatever words of wisdom. You just have to keep it moving and um, live your best life for sure because no one has time. Life is too short to worry about appeasing people, and because no one really cares, like everyone's just thinking about themselves anyway, so whatever. um I have been extremely busy lately. I'm in law school, but I'm making connections, which is very good. And what happened, so I have a class that is like patent law, which patent law is. Ooh, I'll put my wig back on. Oh, this is the wrong way. Um, I made a connection, and it's just kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, mind you, when it comes to the girl, also, I really didn't want to go to her birthday party or her daughter's birthday party. I really didn't want to go. So maybe this is like the universe manifesting the fact that I really just did not want to go. Honestly, and it's not to say her daughter's not cute. I'm just not really a kid person. And I mean, I can say kids are cute or, oh, she's cute, but I just don't, people are really like into the whole, oh my Oh my god, kid. I'm like, oh, I don't really care. I don't care. I'm not that interested in kids. I'm just not. They're not that interesting to me. I'll be like, oh my god, go look at my hair or my wig. So, like I said, the universe has manifested, the fact, or maybe I manifested it, whatever. So, anyway, made a connection in my patent law class, which has sprouted into many more connections from that. And I'm hoping that I can figure out what it is that I want to do, because at this point in my experience, I figured out what I don't want to do. But one of the girls, she's that I made a connection with, she's pretty cool, and she's a recruiter at Apple. Are there comments? How do I see if there are comments on the live stream? Because if I ever want to do this again, I want it to be more interactive, but I don't see how to see the comments. Nope, that's to share it. What's this button? I don't know. Uh, Tiana. Okay, I don't know. If there's a comment, can you leave a comment? This is weird. So YouTube now does the live streaming through like their studio thing. I don't know. Weird. Oh, weird. That's weird. I don't do live streaming. I should start doing more of this. But anyway, um, hmm. Yeah. So there's a girl I'm talking about. She's like a recruiter at Apple, and she actually said like, you might be good in recruiting. Like that might be your judge. And I'm like, I'm open. I'm pretty open. I'm pretty open to it because I don't know what I want to do, and like I am, my program's going to end in May. Very short term program. After that, I mean, look at that. I need a good install. I'm gonna have to go to that girl who does the good install. She has it looking like hashtag what lace, looking like that. Okay. Woo. Um, yeah, trying to figure out what you want to do, but I'm not like under pressure. I don't feel like no one knows what they want to do. At this point, I know what I don't want to do. Frankly, I don't even want to work. I, I mean, I do want to work. I feel like when I say that, people kind of get the wrong impression because I mean, I do want to work, or I want to make a difference, and I want to hone my skills and do different things. I just don't want to have the conventional job over a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I have bothered y'all for like an hour and a half, or an hour, actually, an hour. I have my tutoring, which is Chinese tutoring. So nowadays that I'm not living in China anymore, um, I just have a tutor through italki. I recommend y'all use that. It's really nice. And I pay like $5 for 30 minutes or something like that. And I just talk to him. I like him. I kind of have a crush on him. I do. I kind of have a crush on him. I mean, I had another tutor for months before, and then about a month or so ago, she ended up telling me like, "Oh, I'm starting school, so blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Okay." She said we can arrange something through WeChat or whatever. And in my head, I was like, okay, I'd rather find a new teacher. So I went on italki again and looked for a new teacher. And I was like, I want a man, like a cute. I want to go see if there's any cuties to do it. And then this guy popped up. And I low key love him. Like, I low key love him. He lives in Japan. He's Chinese, but he lives in Japan and speaks the Japanese. And I love Japanese. some Japanese. Ooh. Yes, I would. Okay, okay, I think I have a picture of it. Okay, y'all get to see the exclusive of my husband in my head. Um, recently delete. I think I deleted the picture because I'm not trying to. Oh, are you ready to see it? It's kind of. So I kind of gotta look right. What y'all think? I don't even know what you guys think because I don't see where I can find the comments. Are there comments? Are you able to comment on the live stream? It's so weird. What y'all think? What y'all think? Oh, Tiana, there we go. Ooh, there's me. There's he. I'm trying to wonder if he's tall or not. It's funny. I suck at flirting because he he said to me like, "Oh, I want to go to San Francisco." And I was like, "Oh, you shouldn't come here. It's so lame." And I was like, "Oh, was that an opportunity? Look how good my hair can look. This is the same wig that I'm wearing on my head right now. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my god, I might have to not have my camera on with my tutor here because I don't look cute at all." And last time I had class with him, he was like, "Oh, you got makeup," and I was like, "Mm-hmm. Sometimes I be cute. Sometimes I don't be cute. But this is a not be cute day. This is a whole. Maybe I'll just have my cha-chas out. I can just be like this. And that way it's kind of like canceled out the non-cutiness. It's like, how was that? That's cute. I'll be like, oh, hi, we have on Zoom. It's not Zoom. We don't Zoom. We chat. Okay, so here's my thing. I'll be trying to judge like whether or not someone is tall or not. And I don't know. Okay, look at the dimensions of the tree. Look at the tree. Okay, see the tree? This is how weird I am. The tree has to be 20 feet tall. And he's like midway to the tree. Not midway. Maybe like, I'm just going to ask him, how tall is he? So I can have a legit crush. Because if he tells me he's like Emijo, which is like 190 centimeters. Okay, I don't know. That's like six something. Then I'm gonna be like, so I just booked my flight to Japan. Can take me to Tokyo? I'm like, can you show me Tokyo? But if he's like 5'9", I'm gonna be like, I want a new tutor. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Look, we really have to wear masks. Like I have been fashionable as hell with my mask. Look at that. What is it? I can't believe we're living in a pandemic. Like, what the hell? What is going on? What is going on? And I'm like, man, I've seen like 3 people in my little virtual classes, and I'm like, yes. I'm like, okay, so if we were in person, what would that look like? So, you know how I've made several videos in the past? Oh, yeah, I forgot my whole channel got hacked and I started a new channel. Oh my God. So I made a whole video of I suck at flirting. I stand true to that. I still do, but I'm trying to transform and trying to like become that beach, that beach. And yeah, it's a work in progress, but how would you y'all can't even answer any of my questions. I don't see where the chat feature is. But how can you flirt via what's it called? What's it called? What's the name of this? Zoom. You can send messages privately. It's kind of weird. I've done that with like females, but I haven't done that with males. I don't know. Like maybe you could um um, Anyway, what do y'all suggest? Should I just? Well, I mean, I'm okay. I've learned the hard way that um you can never like tell a guy you like him. You have to feign disinterest. Oh, like, I'm better than you. Would y'all date somebody who has the same name as your ex? What's y'all opinion on that? I mean, it's different if your ex's name is like Michael. Like, how many Michaels can there be? Like, there's literally everybody's named Michael. I think they expired that name because I feel like when you're around naming your children nowadays, you're not going to meet any. What is the generation after millennials? I don't know, Gen Z, Gen 7, Gen 14. I don't know. Whatever. Like the kids nowadays, none of them are named Michael. How many Michaels are there that are kids? That are kids. Um. Anyway, I've talked y'all heads off. It's been an hour and 6 minutes, and I gotta get ready for my session. So I'm gonna start making. Do you guys want me to do more of these live streams? I think they're kind of fun to just um sit back and talk shit. I mean, I got opinions. If y'all want to hear about specific topics or specific things, you want me to start talk about some stuff, I got stuff to talk about. See, this is how I wanted my hair to look. She had me looking, girl. Even though I don't like the baby hair thing, I'm not a big fan of like extreme baby hair. I don't think you need that. There's a spectrum. There's a little baby hair. Let me show you how the girl had me looking about a couple months ago. And I'm going back to her. I've learned my lesson. I had to learn the hard way. Okay. You got to appreciate stuff. Let me see. Where is the video? The video. Here we go. That's my hair. That's me. She had me on some like literally I was in the mirror like, what lace, man? What lace? Where the lace at? Where be? Where it at? Anyway, so if y'all want me to make more videos like this or live stream more, let me know because live stream is so much easier. Comments are disabled on the live stream. Ooh. Ooh. How? What? Oh, that's not cool. Wait a second. I don't know. I hate YouTube. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. Where the hell? Okay, you should see what I'm looking at. It says it's like YouTube, studio.youtube.com/video AG, whatever. Expand menu. Comments are just classic streaming. Ooh. Oh, no, they won't let me press that. I hate it here. And they wouldn't let me do it on my phone. Okay, I've got to figure that out. But thank you, Kelly Kala. Kelly Kala. Kelly Kala. Kelly Kala. 30 for letting me know because that's a cute name. I love your name. That's a cute name. I'm gonna show y'all the profile. Okay. I mean, no, privacy. Respect people's privacy. Comments are disabled on the video. That's not cool. But no, didn't the lace look good when she did it? And I'm gonna go back to her and yeah, and I'm having my session with my boo thing, and I will make sure I ask how tall he is because I'm really interested in that because I love being tall. Like that's just not a compromise. I'm not willing to compromise that. I'm sorry. It's a shame, but it's true. Like I want him. I want to be like. I want my neck to be like. I want to look like this. Hi, honey. Like that. Okay. But there's someone for everybody. Okay, okay, for the last time. All right, y'all. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, um, wear a mask, vote, and stay black. I don't know. Bye. I'm not bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Mwah.